You know that guy you filled out the survey about? Well, I've got to break it to you. He scored an F. Just run away. And I mean run, not walk. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's mostly just talking big. His words rarely match his actions. Though he may boast about being successful or having big plans, he doesn't put in the hard work or show much discipline. Don't expect steady progress. His career is likely to stay stuck no matter how loudly he talks.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to break down or lash out than calmly bounce back. He gets frustrated very quickly and can become angry or rude, blaming others instead of learning from mistakes. This kind of behavior usually makes problems worse, not better.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work probably find it hard to like or respect him. He tends to get into arguments and is quick to snap or push his opinions on others, which makes teamwork difficult. Most colleagues may feel uncomfortable around him since he doesn't show much kindness or patience.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he is more likely to feel insecure and even angry rather than proud. Instead of celebrating your success, he may see it as a threat and react with jealousy or hurtful comments. He might try to put you down or start arguments, making you feel guilty for your achievements.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he is likely to secretly resent you and feel insecure. Instead of admiring your hard work, he may get upset or distance himself, making snide remarks or starting small fights over money or respect. These feelings can build up, leading to tension at home and making you feel like you have done something wrong, even when you haven't.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He doesn't handle money carefully, he's more likely to spend without thinking or planning ahead. If he wants something, he buys it, whether it's needed or not, and sometimes just to show off or feel good for a moment. Saving, budgeting, or talking calmly about money isn't his strong suit.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's much more likely to pretend to be richer than he is rather than living within his means. He may buy flashy things or spend money on outings just to impress others, even if his wallet is empty. Over time, you might notice that he cares more about appearances than about stability or comfort.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's neither open handed nor kind. In fact, he is more likely to be selfish with both his money and his attitude. When it comes to sharing or helping out, he usually thinks about himself first and doesn't go out of his way to help others or make life easier for you. Life with him can feel lonely, especially when you need comfort or kindness.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more likely to be secretive and controlling about money rather than open and honest. He might hide how much he earns or spends, leaving you confused or in the dark about the real situation. Trust and honesty around money are important, and with him, you may always feel you're guessing what's really going on.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe housework is only your job and not something to be shared. If you ask him to help, he might ignore your request or even get irritated, acting as if chores are beneath him. Don't expect him to notice when things need cleaning or to thank you for your hard work.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who will mostly help by supervising or giving orders, not by actually doing the work himself. When it comes to chores or taking care of babies, he might stand nearby and tell you what you should do, but rarely gets his own hands dirty. If you ask for real help, he may act annoyed or make excuses to avoid it.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually just argues to prove he's right rather than trying to understand your side. When there's a disagreement, he's more focused on winning the argument and making his point clear than listening to how you feel. This kind of behavior can make you feel small and unheard.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's more likely to say hurtful things or act aggressive instead of staying respectful. He might yell, make sharp or mean comments, or even threaten to break things or slam doors. Sometimes his words are so harsh that they leave you feeling sad or scared.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, often over small things. This short temper isn't just a quirk, it's a serious red flag. You deserve respect and safety at home.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He rarely says sorry or takes responsibility, choosing instead to blame you when things go wrong. If there's a mistake or misunderstanding, he's quick to point fingers and make you feel like it's your fault, even when it isn't. This behavior can leave you feeling guilty, confused, and unsupported.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He's likely to push your boundaries and may not fully respect when you say no. Instead of understanding your feelings or listening when you need space, he might pressure you or try to argue until you give in. In a healthy relationship, your words and comfort should matter deeply.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of showing understanding or patience, he may get upset, sulk, or even make you feel guilty for saying no. This can leave you feeling pressured, misunderstood, and emotionally drained.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You need to be cautious here because he isn't the kind of man who always handles private moments with care. If you share something personal or intimate, there is a real risk he could use it against you in an argument or make hurtful comments later on. This can make you feel vulnerable and afraid to open up.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is more likely to be easily distracted by other women than to be truly faithful. His focus often stays on his own desires and attention from others. So you might notice him flirting or showing interest outside the relationship, even when he's with you. This can lead to hurt, mistrust, and a lot of pain for you.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be overpossessive, acting jealous, controlling, and often suspicious of your actions. He may want to know where you are all the time, question your friends, or even try to tell you what to wear or who to talk to. Over time, it can make you feel trapped and anxious instead of loved and free.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what he calls being protective is actually a sign of a controlling personality. While he might say he cares or worries about your safety, his actions often go too far, telling you who you can meet, checking up on you constantly, or making decisions for you without your say. It's not about love or safety, but about having power over you.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will likely expect you to do most of the parenting work and not see it as a true team effort. He may act as if it's naturally your job to handle the children's daily needs, schoolwork, and discipline, while he steps in only when it suits him. With him, don't expect equal partnership in parenting.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional outbursts from the children can trigger a strong reaction in him. He might yell, scold harshly, or say things that hurt their feelings. His temper can make home feel less safe for them to express themselves.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support you as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to handle all the family duties, he might not value your dreams, needs, or independence outside the home. This can leave you feeling unseen and unappreciated in every part of your life.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might act like he supports your career in the beginning, but could later pressure you to quit after you have a child. He may change his attitude once the baby comes, expecting you to stay home and take care of everything, while downplaying the importance of your work and dreams. With him, promises of support may not last when life changes.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to just act polite on the surface with your parents without showing real warmth or genuine care. While he may use the right words or put on a show in front of others, you will probably notice a lack of true interest or kindness in his actions. If your parents ever need help or a listening ear, he might become impatient or distant, only doing what is necessary to keep up appearances. He is more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. Instead of talking things through or trying to find a peaceful solution, he may react with anger, harsh words, or stubbornness. His short temper and unwillingness to adjust can add to your stress instead of easing it.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may act modern with you in private but expect you to become a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He might want you to dress a certain way, speak carefully, or always meet their expectations when family is around, even if it's not your true self. This double standard can be tiring and make you feel less valued for who you really are.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. Instead of standing up for you or helping to ease the situation, he may avoid getting involved or expect you to handle things on your own. A true partner will listen and stand by you, but with him, you may often feel like you're fighting your battles without his support.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
Yes, he is very likely to be a mummy's boy, meaning his mother comes first in most situations. If you ever have a conflict with his mom, he will almost always choose her side or try to stay out of it rather than backing you up. This can leave you feeling alone, unsupported, and less important in your own home.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. If you have a disagreement or a personal matter, he may run to them, telling everything from your words to your mistakes. In a healthy relationship, private matters should stay between the couple.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, there you have it. This guy is an F. Again, this is not going to end well. Just run away. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel exhausting and lonely. You may often find yourself doing all the emotional work, cleaning up messes, and managing household problems while he argues, blames, or ignores your feelings.